Good morning. Welcome to New Vision TV News around Uganda. I am Rathina Sejay. Here we look at stories making headlines across the country, and we kick start off to this bulletin from Wakiso district. The retired bishop of Namirembe Diocese, Samuel Sekade, has castigated the practice of witchcraft among Christians. He said members of the church who contribute immensely to the welfare of the clergy, including bishops and financing church projects, were said to practice witchcraft. The bishop said he was invited to remove preserved sexual organs from confessing Christians at his deathbed at Mulago Hospital. Sekade said the Christian, who he knew well, had murdered someone and preserved his sexual organs, which he said he had wrapped around his waist with belief that they would enable him amass wealth. Moving on to Butaleja district, residents of Himutu sub-county have vandalized a 1 billion shilling flood early warning system, putting their lives at the risk in case of a flood. The revelation was made by the district natural resource officer Tom Wandera on Wednesday. Wandera said the system was vandalized about 2 years ago. He said all the solar panels on the system were stolen, rendering it ineffective. Before we move on to other stories making headlines across the country, let us look at what is making headlines today in your copy of the New Vision. The headlining story today is 9 million phones to be switched off. Another story making headlines into this copy of the New Vision is Toro Queen Mother Best Kemigisa faces arrest. Also in the New Vision, Chambogo Gulu government admission list inside. So grab your copy of the New Vision and get that list of admissions. Age limit law enacted fraudulently, says petitioners. And okay, let's move on to what is making headlines inside the New Vision. Museveni, Prince William discuss wildlife and youth. We have that story. Chilumila found guilty, demoted. We have details of that story into this copy of the New Vision. Over 500 delegates set for Kampala Lions Convention. So grab that story and grab your copy of the New Vision and read that story in detail. Yeah, every Friday we have the Harvest Money Pullout, which is your successful guide to farming. The headlining story is Tuma earning from pigs in retirement. Okay. How goats cannot let down a farmer. That story is also in your copy of the New Vision in the Harvest Money Pullout. Tuma is right here with his pigs. Yeah, he's earning from the pigs. Yeah, some of us enjoy pork, so it is really something that everyone should read about. It's an interesting story, so you can also grab your copy for the New Vision. Moving on to the sports docket, we have the heroic welcome return of the golden boy, Joshua Cheptegei. He returned yesterday and he was welcomed by the First Lady, who also doubles as the sports minister for Uganda. Yeah, the golden boy is here. We have a pictorial and other stories making headlines in the sports docket. So grab your copy of the New Vision at only 2,000 shillings. And remember, we are proudly the leading daily. Away from your copy of the New Vision, let's continue looking at what is making headlines across the country. And we move on to Tororo district. People affected by the standard gauge railway project in Toro municipality have petitioned President Yoweri Museveni over delayed compensation. The affected people are seeking audience with the president, saying the delayed compensation has caused untold suffering, considering the affected property cannot be sold, mortgaged, leased or put to any meaningful use by the owners and more. Led by their chairperson, Patrick Gokriki, the affected people on Tuesday marched the office of the Resident District Commissioner Martin Orochi to express their grievances before submitting the petition to him to hand over to the president. Finally, from Omoro district, survivors of the nodding disease syndrome, especially girls, are struggling to reintegrate into society due to lack of skills to start income-generating activities or attain gainful employment. Since 2012, when the first nodding syndrome cases were recorded in Omoro district, Of the 289 confirmed cases, only 4 have fully recovered to the level of joining vocational schools or carrying out in productive activity. Last year, the district, with support from the Office of the Prime Minister, donated 8 sewing machines to the victims who have recovered to help them earn a living. 4 machines were donated to 4 girls who have undergone vocational training, while the rest remained at Hope for Human Rehabilitation Center in Odeke sub-county. Among the lucky girls is Sarah Etim, 19 years, from Akoyo village, Aweri sub-county in Padel district. She said she has not received sufficient training to help her effectively operate the sewing machine. And that's all I had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more news updates and other programs here on New Vision TV by visiting our website www.newvision.co.ug/video. I am Ruthi Naseje.